Hey there, guys. As luck would have it, I did not hit record on the last part of the video that I did. And so we are starting over. So this is Workbench with Workbench Quagmire. We're starting this one over. I've already completed it, so I'm just going to end up explaining it. So what we have here for this video, what I wanted to do is finish creating these tests. So we had created some of these tests where we were just checking for the existence of things. And we got through here to the budget one. And so basically these are all just copy and paste. So we needed to log hours against our project. So we create that. We need to get a balance of hours for our project. So we put that in here. And each of these, we're just going and finding this object, the project, in our module. And then seeing, hey, does this have the method? Or does it have, and it's example up here, the attribute name. So we also need, so we get balance, time transfer. So our ability to transfer time from one project to another has enough time. This is checking if given an amount of time, let's say 4 hours, do we have that 4 hours in the project? And then the last one here is, or the second to last one is our string method. Do we have a string method defined so that when we say print project, it'll actually give us some, in this case, it'll print basically a balance sheet of here's amount budgeted, here's all the hours logged with descriptions, and here's our total. So that get balance will be used in there. And then our last one is this charting thing that's outside of our class, right? So we're just checking the module to see if there's a function called create time chart. And so if you go in here in our very, very sparse file so far, you can see we have our init function, our time budget, our log hours, our has enough time, our time transfer, our get balance, and our function for creating the time chart. And then if we go over here, when we run our test, ran 9 tests and all passed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's all we did for this video. Just basically copy and paste. So if you look at this one here, for example, it's the same thing. We're just checking different items here. Next time, we will actually go through and start working on this first budget method. And so we'll create some additional tests. And what we probably will do is create a new class and just a class for testing the budget method. So what happens if you put a negative number into the budget method? We probably don't want that. What happens if, let's say we set a hard limit and say you can't budget more than 2,000 hours or something like that. So we get to kind of make this up as we go along. It's going to be more extensive than what they have. I think their method in this case is basically, you can add money to your budget. You could take money out. So it just adds any amount of money. It'll get a little more interesting as you get down here. When we log hours, we'll have a budget. And then what we'll end up saying is, hey, do we have enough hours in there? So we'll check. We'll do this has enough time exists will be something we call within our log hours to see if we have enough time. And it'll say, hey, you don't have enough time in this. You need to transfer, some hours from another project or add to your budget. So again, sorry, I totally forgot to hit record. I went through and created all this stuff and I didn't want to delete it and recreate it. It was just, it's a lot of copy and paste anyway. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and see you tomorrow where we'll start working on fleshing out some of these methods. See you then.